Okay, the next technique that we're going to do is the diamond. Okay, we're going to start out doing the small diamond and then we'll do the large diamond. There's not much difference between the two techniques other than one is more specifically concentrated and the other one is more covers a larger area and used for more general purposes rather than specific right on the point problems. So we'll do the diamond build. That's how we're going to do that. So we'll start out by doing the diamond build. Okay, now right pinky off to the side. Notice the small diamond that I'm going to be using, not the large one, not yet. Small diamond. Okay, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to move that over top of the chest area. Now this is good for infection, bruises, swelling, sprains, strains, all kinds of things. If the damage is very acute, then the small diamond would be the way to go. If it's very vague or covers a large area, then the large diamond is going to be better. So I'm going to continue to move this over Dan's chest, again feeling for any areas of deficiency or excess in Dan's chest. And it feels like the area of concentration is more around the xiphoid process area. And so that's where I'm just going to relax. I'm going to hold my hands about 2 inches, an inch to 2 inches, at least an inch, usually an inch and a half, but about 2 inches above Dan's tissue. And I'm just going to hold it there. When I'm done, okay, I'll turn my hands and disperse the energy. Coming in, cup it, disperse the energy. Okay? Now, large diamond. Nothing different here. This is the same technique, just one small and the other one is large. Okay? First build here, second build. Do the exercise 3 times to do your pre-build technique. Okay? Right pinky off to the side, that's going to be your ground. Okay, large diamond, and this helps cover the whole lung area. Like if you have somebody who has a chest cold or something like that, works very well to break up energy blockages and infection. And just relax and hold. And you should develop a sense of knowing when you're done. This is something that we more go over in class, but you should have a general feeling of when you're done. You won't be able to feel any more distortions or disruptions in the chi. As I slowly move over it, I can feel different types of distortions. And so I'll just sit right there and hold. Relax. I don't think of anything. You don't have to think of anything at all. It'll do it all by itself. Don't think about pushing energy or pulling energy with any of these techniques. Okay? Just relax and let it happen. That's the biggest thing. That way you become a conductor and not a generator. Okay? When we're done, sweep off the body. Okay? And there is the large diamond. This technique, the tiger's paws. Okay? Chi emission technique, we do our pre-build, as we know how to do the pre-build already. Now this is a general balancing technique, and it's good. So it's good for pain, and it's good for most any problem. It's also just a general balancing technique, so you can balance deficiencies and excesses, which is a lot of what we're doing anyway. So I'm just going to go up and down the conceptual vessel meridian, and I'm going to feel for deficiencies and blockages. And when I get there, I'm just going to relax and hold Okay. Then I balance that out and I keep on moving. Okay. Now you can do legs, arm, head. In your worksheets, you'll see each technique and how it corresponds with what. Just a basic idea, do your build, balancing technique, and you can hold about 3 inches away from the person, 1 to 3 inches away from them. Okay, the next technique we're going to do is called the weld. Okay, now this technique can put broken bones back together again. You can also use another technique with it, which we'll go over later, the small stinger or the micro weld. It's good for small fractures and cleaning up whatever this technique doesn't finish up. This technique is for large breaks. Wouldn't recommend it on compound fractures. I mean, of course, go to the hospital if you have a compound fracture. But if there is a break in the bone, this can put it back together again, as long as the bone's not protruding out of the skin. So, with the arm, we'll start here with the arm. I'm going to do a reverse fireball because this is one of the most intense builds as far as concentration. So I do my reverse fireball, okay, and then I'm going to do the weld, which is just a half lotus, okay, half lotus, with the 2 middle fingers bent down. They're going to be pointing at what I'm working at. And so I'm going to have this finger position, this mudra, the weld, go from half lotus to the weld, and that is going to allow me to work on Dan's wrist. Okay? If Dan breaks his wrist, I can do this technique slowly moving over. When I say slowly, I mean very slowly, moving over, back and forth across the broken area. Okay? It takes about 20 minutes to an hour, depending on how severe the break is, to put it back together again. But you don't have to worry about setting it or anything like that. 99.9% of the time, it'll do it all by itself. So, notice that I have my hand underneath Dan's hand because I'm sending the beam of energy in through one side and I'm catching it. All the trash is coming out on the other side, all the swelling, all the inflammation. So every once in a while when I'm doing this, I'll have to shake off my bottom hand, okay? So then I slowly move across, just move across my area with the fingertips approximately 1 inch away from the area. I just relax and breathe in and out through the nose, okay? So approximate time for this technique to weld bone back together again is about 20 minutes to an hour. If you're using it to remove infection, it can also be used to remove infection, as in swelling or anything of that nature. Don't use a reverse fireball for that technique. Use a regular fireball to power it. The only time that you would use a reverse fireball to power a technique is if you have the intention of doing a weld, because it has to be so concentrated and so focused to be able to put the bone back together again.